29-year-old male, scintillating scotomas in both eyes, followed by tonic-clonic seizures starting 2 years ago. This is the frontal view of the left internal carotid artery angiogram. And we can see there's an AVM with nidus over here, and probably the main feeder is coming from the branch of MCA. So the main feeder is coming from the lateral side of the AVM, at least on AP view. You see here's early stage of the arterial phase of the angiogram, and later stage, and then the venous phase. I don't see very well the draining vein, but let's see the next slide. This is the lateral projection of the same left internal carotid artery. We can see that the AVM is very distally located at the occipital pole, and the main feeder is coming from MCA, branch of MCA, making this loop to feed the AVM. You see this is AVM right here, and at the venous phase, by proximity, it must drain towards the superior sagittal sinus. Vertebrobasilar system angiogram, frontal view and lateral view. I don't see any branch of this vertebrobasilar system supplying the AVM. Here we have the coronal cut of the MRI. We can see that the AVM is located at a certain distance from the midline. It's on the left side. Still MRI of our patient, axial cut, coronal cut, coronal cut. We can see that the nidus is located over here, and we can see there is a branch from MCA making a loop to supply the nidus. So it's coming from the lateral side of the AVM. Here on the left we have that coronal cut showing the branch of MCA supplying the AVM. Since I will operate on the patient in prone position, so everything is going to be upside down. So here is the toricula, transverse sinus on the left side, and here's the top. This is lateral, this is medial midline. So the loop is going to be like this, and then the AVM is right here. So this, I just placed the MRI in the surgical position. So here on the left we have the patient in prone position. So actually I took this picture after the surgery, but we can see that here's the midline and here's the occipital lobe. So the craniotomy, the edge of the craniotomy will be here, approximately here. So the craniotomy will be something like this. So let's see the video. So on the left we have the intraoperative photograph after the dural opening. So here is the midline, here's down, here's top, here's the lateral. I don't see any beautiful branch from MCA feeding the AVM. Where is the beautiful branch of MCA feeding the AVM? Let's go to the video. If I don't see any artery on the surface, the artery must be hidden inside the sulcus. So that's the principle of AVM surgery. First, you have to dissect to see where are the arteries, where are the veins. So you will have to try to understand the situation. So I found an artery inside the sulcus, a branch of from MCA. So I kept opening the sulcus because I want to see more. I want to see if this is the artery we're looking for, and where is the nidus of the AVM, and then where's the vein. You see the loop over here? So I didn't see enough, so I have to get more exposure. I have to expose more inside the sulcus. I was opening the sulcus more and more. In this location, there was only one very deep sulcus was here. So I was exploring, and then I can see this loop. I can see this vein. So this is nidus. This is a artery that supplies, that main artery from MCA that supplies the AVM. See the loop here, just like what was shown on MRI. So I coagulated and cue the main arterial supply to the AVM. Then I have to work circumferentially around the AVM, and this is the draining vein going towards the superior sagittal sinus. Now what I'm doing is just dissecting and coagulating around the AVM. Since patient has epilepsy, it is good to remove the halo of the hemosiderin around the AVM, just like what we do in cavernomas. So I'm working around the AVM. It doesn't bleed that much because the main feeder is gone. Obviously, you have to leave the pedicle towards the vein for the last. So working around the AVM, exposing better the venous, the draining vein, hemostasis all the time throughout the surgery, exploring more. There are small branches around the draining vein. So I decided to coagulate. Still working around the nidus, coagulating to the small arterial branches. And just that loop, you see? And cleaning the hemosiderin. Patience. Hemostasis. And then almost the end of the surgery, we have this draining vein, still small arterial branches going to the AVM, and then the AVM's gone. All we have to do now is coagulate the draining vein and cut it. And then finally, the AVM's been removed. This is a final aspect of the surgery. And here we have the postoperative angiogram showing the total removal of the AVM. And the patient remained neurologically unchanged after the surgery.